So it's day 3 of week 5. Today was my first cheat meal of the diet, yay! Technically it isn't that much of a cheat meal considering I'm still under, or just over like 10 calories over 1500 calories for the day, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I made my 5-bean chili, well 4-bean, because it turns out I didn't have all the 5 beans that I needed. So yeah, so it was a 4-bean chili, and I haven't had it in ages. And yeah, we decided against not making it every week because it's so calorific and it is such a big meal. But yeah, we decided to treat ourselves today because we haven't had it in a while, and I haven't had it in a while. So yeah, so it was 4 beans instead of 5, and I used half the chocolate bar. Normally I use like 2/3 of it, but yeah, today I used half. So a lot less calories than what it normally is. But yeah, I treated myself to a bunch of rice and a pita bread as well. And I think, you know, it came to like 800 calories for the whole thing. So quite a lot of calories, but because my calorie intake in the morning is so low, but again, I'm not starving myself. I'm still like satisfied and everything, so so I don't need to worry about that. But yeah, because my calorie intake at the start of the day is quite low, it means that if I am to have quite a high calorific meal at the end of the day, it's not so bad. So so yeah, so that should be quite good for my second cheat meal. I don't know what it's going to be. I have a feeling it will probably be Saturday. We might get like a Chinese or something. Oh, actually our Chinese isn't open still. So it might be an Indian, or we might actually see if we can get Wagamama's delivered. Because obviously there's a lot of places that, or like restaurants that are opening for takeaway now. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Wagamama's is open, but I'm not sure if our one is open for delivery. So yes, we're just gonna have to see, because our friend is coming to see us on Saturday. Gonna sit in the garden, so hopefully it won't be too cold and it won't rain, otherwise it will be cooled off. But yeah, if all goes to plan, then hopefully we can have a nice takeaway on Saturday. If not, we'll be having our own takeaway, or like a different type of takeaway on Friday, so we'll see. Also, there's a big update in terms of I might actually start running again. My ankle is feeling a lot better in terms of I don't really feel any twinges anymore when I walk. It's only like if I try and like stretch it, so if I put like my foot to the side or whatever, but even I'm doing that now and I don't even feel anything. There's still a little bit of swelling in it, like I can see like the heel look very different to my left heel in terms of like it's still a bit puffy. But in terms of actually feeling anything, like I said, any tightness, any twinges, that seems to have gone. And seeing as tomorrow is Thursday, I'm actually going to try and do, well, what I'll do, I won't do like a full-blown run like I would do normally. What I'll try and do, I'll just do like a slow jog tomorrow, and then see how I get on. But I'm just so excited to be able to go back out and run. I am thinking I may have to change my shoes, because I think that might be what caused the problem in the first place. Plus obviously my weight as well, it probably doesn't help. But yeah, until the shops are open, I don't really want to get new running shoes, because obviously they can be quite pricey, but I want to make sure they're the right ones. So I think I have to go to somewhere that can like measure my gait, or like the arches in my foot, and like how I hold my weight and stuff like that. So so I can actually find like the perfect shoe for my feet, so so I don't keep getting these injuries. I mean, obviously this is my first real injury, so it's not exactly like a recurring thing. Well, I hope it's not going to be. So I'm going to keep wearing like my little like ankle support thing, like just until like, so even after I finish running tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll have my shower, and then I'll wear it just so I've got that extra support during the day, rather than sort of attacking my ankle with a run and then just leaving it to sort itself out, sort of thing. So yes, so fingers crossed I'm actually able to do it. I'm super excited. I can't wait to get back out and running. Yay! So today is Friday of week 5 of the diet. I went, because I forgot to video yesterday, I went on my run for the first time in 2 weeks yesterday. Very, very happy that I was able to do it. I was a bit apprehensive that my ankle would be giving me jip again, and that I wouldn't be able to do a full run, but it weren't too bad. I got some twinges, as in the sort of like, yeah, I'm still here, you haven't got rid of me just yet. But it didn't get worse. I was like, if it starts to get gradually worse as I go along, then I'll stop. I'll know, like, not to push myself. But it just stayed the same, just like, no, like I said, just niggling, just knowing it was there, sort of thing. I didn't do a full run because obviously it's been 2 weeks since I've done a run, so so I think my stamina was a bit low, so so I was ready to give up when I could see the car, rather than going up and around the hill to make it a 4k run. So I think it was like 3.6k in the end, so still not bad. I'm really happy that I did it. I'm really happy that I'm back into running. My ankle did really hurt though for the rest of the day, so I've been wearing my ankle support since. So I think that's just what I'm going to do basically, is see when the twinges go, do a run, and then just make sure I wear the ankle support afterwards until, like, I just don't get these twinges anymore. I did think yesterday, because my ankle was hurting a bit, like quite a bit yesterday, that I might not be able to run Sunday. But today my ankle was actually felt perfectly fine. If anything, it's been my bum and my thighs that have really hurt me today. So yeah, I guess I'll see how I feel tomorrow, because tomorrow is basically going to be another chill day. I would normally be spending it recording and editing videos because it's a Saturday, so I'm normally just sat down all the time. But I'll mostly be sat down anyway because I have a friend coming to visit. Yay! We're going to sit in the garden and have a good old catch up. We haven't seen her since like, I think, end of February or something, so long overdue. We were meant to go to Florence together, like the four of us, in April. So so yeah, definitely a long overdue catch up. And we're gonna get my second cheat meal of the week, which will most likely be from the chippy, because we've all got a love of fish and chips in this friendship circle. So so yeah, that will probably be my cheat meal for tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully I can run on Sunday, because it would be nice to actually run off that cheat meal. Whether or not that's the case though, we'll just have to see how my ankle does after tomorrow. But yeah, what else can I say? Today I did my vegan spag bowl. Instead of spaghetti though, I used tagliatelle today. Apparently it's the same amount of calories, so it's not too bad. Again, it was just really nice. I think it's just such a nice addition to add to the table. It is quite calorific though, that's the problem. Like I said, it's like 350 calories nearly just for the pasta. So without adding the I think it's 450 calories for the actual bolognese sauce. So yeah, it's quite a calorific meal, but again, because of what I eat during the day, it doesn't actually make me go over too much. I think I'm over by like 50 calories or something today, so not too bad. I can live with that, especially if I'm back into running now. So yeah, I think that's my update for today. I might give one tomorrow. Most likely it'll be Sunday, because that will be obviously the last day of week 5. So yeah, I'm very happy right now. Hello, so today is Sunday of week 5. What can I talk about today? I had my second cheat meal yesterday of fish and chips, which was absolutely amazing. It was worth waiting like the last few weeks for. Oh, it was so good. Loved it. Yeah, as you can probably tell, I'm not 100% vegan. I'm mostly vegan at home because obviously it's quite easy. I do occasionally have meat when the occasion, sort of when I fancy it, so so I don't feel like I'm sort of like restricting myself too much. So so yeah, hate me all you like, but I needed something to make it all feel like it was worth it, to be honest. So yes, I enjoyed my fish and chips, and I was actually surprised. I read an article because I was trying to figure out how many calories it would actually be for fish and chips. Not that I should worry about it because obviously it was a cheap meal, but apparently it's only 850 calories average for a portion of fish and chips, which I was quite surprised about. I thought because of all the fat and like because it's like deep fried and stuff, it would actually be a lot more calorific, but it's not. So 850 calories apparently. So I was quite happy with that. Also, I was able to go on a run again today, which I was really happy about, because over the last 2 days, since obviously my last run on Thursday, my ankle has felt a lot better. On Thursday itself, it was aching quite a bit, like I had quite a bit of twinges going on throughout the day, but yeah, Friday and Saturday I barely had anything. So I was like, oh good, that must mean my ankle's getting better. Annoyingly, as I started the run today, the twinge came back, but again it was one of those ones in terms of I knew it was there. It wasn't like it was getting worse, it wasn't getting painful. So again, I did like my first kilometre and then judged how it felt, and it felt okay. So I was like, well, I'll just see how I feel after every kilometre, I just went from there. And yeah, I didn't manage to do a full run, which is I do 4k at the moment, or I try to do 4k. But my energy levels it's more my energy levels today that made me feel like I couldn't complete the full 4k. Last week it was the fact, or last Thursday it was the fact that obviously I didn't want to push my luck with my ankle. But yeah, today I felt like I could have done it, but I just didn't feel up to it, and I was kind of in that frame of mind of like, I don't understand why I can't, like I feel worse than I did on Thursday. Why do I feel more tired than I did on Thursday? So then when I got back to the car and I actually looked at my my pace was like probably the best it's ever been. So my first kilometre was like 6.5 minutes, which is the best I think I've done. And my second kilometre was 7.5 minutes. So I really slowed down because there's a really steep hill that I have to go up on the second kilometre, so I always get really slow at that. But then my third kilometre and then the other sort of half kilometre that I did were like just over 7 minutes, and I don't think I've ever done anything like that without really pushing myself and really struggling. Obviously I was really struggling, but I didn't feel like I was pushing myself. I felt like I was maintaining a good pace for me. So yeah, so that really surprised me. So yeah, I've got my ankle support back on for the day, or for the next few days. I'm kind of doubting that I'm gonna run Tuesday, but I've just been taking each day as it comes, sort of thing. I'll see how it feels tomorrow. If it feels like, if I get no twinges tomorrow and then I wake up on Tuesday and I don't have any twinges, then I probably will go. But I'm just expecting what I'll probably be doing is like Thursday and Sunday runs at the moment, just until my ankle gets better. I also start getting twinges in my other ankle as well, because I don't know if it's just like overcompensating for like what the other ankle's been going through. I don't know. So yeah, I'll just have to see how it goes. I don't want to injure myself and then put myself out of running for another couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm just trying to take it easy. What else can I talk about? I think that was it really. Do I feel like I've lost any weight this week? Nothing's been different this week other than like I've had those 2 cheat days, but I don't really feel like they were massively cheating, because they weren't like, I wasn't like massively over my calorie intake for the day. So so yeah, I don't really feel like they were massively cheap meals. But we'll see obviously what the scales say tomorrow when I weigh myself. I'm hoping that I've lost 2 pounds again, so I hope that's like my steady sort of average that I get now for the next couple of weeks. I mean, next week I might not, because next week I have a full cheat day, so rather than 2 cheat meals I have a full cheat day. So that will probably be a lot of calories in that day, but again, because that will probably be Saturday, if I can run on the Sunday then it might not affect it so much. I'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, I'm hoping I've lost 2 pounds. That would be nice. I think it would help me feel a bit better, because when I look at myself I don't feel like I've lost weight. There's also like the thing of like, my husband twice this week has been told that he definitely looks like he's lost weight, or he looks like he's lost a lot of weight. I haven't been told that once, so So that's really really nice to hear, isn't it? The fact that I'm the one that's on the diet and that's really sort of restricting what I eat. My husband's eating what he likes and still losing weight. Hey ho, life as a woman, I guess. But yeah, I think that's it for an update today. So let's just see what the scales say tomorrow. So it's Monday of week 6. So I've just weighed myself to see how I did with week 5. I had a feeling before I weighed myself, I was like, this isn't going to be good. If anything, I felt like I'd gained weight rather than actually lost any this week. So when I weighed myself, I had to weigh myself 3 times because our bloody scales are shit, and wouldn't come up with an accurate reading. But the reading that I got in general was the fact that I've not gained anything, but I've also not lost anything. I have stayed the exact same weight as I did last week. I just feel really gutted and pissed off about it. When you're actively trying to lose weight and cutting out things and you get nothing to show for it. And it makes me think, because obviously for this week, week 6 of the diet, I get a cheat day. In week 5 I got 2 cheat meals and I didn't gain anything, but I didn't lose anything. So now it makes me worried that if I do a cheat day, I am actually going to gain weight, because my body is that shit. It can, any sort of food that I have that's not healthy or not fattening, then or is fattening, then I just instantly gain weight from it. And yeah, it just makes me feel really shit. Because yeah, now I'm worried that I'm going to do that cheat day and I'm going to gain weight at the end of it. I also worry that I've got to just a plateau in my diet, and that this is as far as I can get, and I won't ever be able to lose any more weight, and this is just how I have to deal with it now, that this is what my body gets to, and that's it. So no matter what I do, no matter how much exercise I do, no matter what I eat, I'm just going to stay like this. I'm just really gutted right now. But yeah, we'll just see how week 6 goes.